Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are all doing well. Today's video is going to be about 5 lies that the fitness industry is telling you as of now. So these are just a few things that I put together from what I have been observing, scrolling on my Instagram, especially on reels and stuff, and also going through a few videos that pop up in my recommendations on YouTube. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, then please keep on watching, and if you like the video, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell button so you never miss a video from me again. Now without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so the number one thing that I have to address is this trend of weight loss / weight gain shakes or diets. Okay, so now on say Pinterest or on Instagram Reels, I see a lot of people putting up these videos in which they say, hey, you know, if you put these ingredients into a blender, then that's going to create a milkshake that will help you gain weight, or if you put green stuff into the blender, it's going to help you create a drink that will help you lose weight. And also at the same time, there's a bunch of people on YouTube who claim to be nutritionists, but I mean, if they really are, then it's a bit concerning, you know, the kind of advice they're putting out there, because I've seen these extremely popular videos. If I'm not wrong, they have 30k plus views already, and the title said something like how to lose 15 kilos in a single month. And then I actually watched the video and I listened to the diet that this person was prescribing, and basically all she said was, you know, for dinner have some sort of dal soup, and then she speaks about how it's healthy because most of it is water, blah blah blah, it'll help you in losing weight. The problem here, number one, is the fact that you're putting out such a bold statement such as lose 15 kg in a month, and I think that this is extremely detrimental to anybody's health. Nobody needs to be going through that sort of an extreme transformation, and the only reason that diet is working is because it's putting the people at a deficit, because you're barely eating anything for dinner, and this is not something that you can sustain for life, right? So obviously that weight is going to come back on. And also now coming to weight loss shakes, weight gain shakes, guys, there's no such thing as a banana will help you gain weight and you put an apple in a blender and it's going to help you lose weight. By now you should know the energy balance equation, guys. Like, I cannot stress on it enough. Like, I'm sure at some point y'all are going to get bored of me saying caloric deficit, but I'm sorry, that's really all that matters. As long as you're in a deficit, you can have a banana milkshake and still lose weight. And when it comes to getting a diet from someone, please don't trust anyone off the internet. You will never see my team prescribing any sort of diet out here. We always say, you know, eat your normal food, eat your dal chawal, roti sabzi. You don't have to skip dinner, you don't have to eat dinner before 7 o'clock. There are so many myths out there that need to be debunked, but the message that I want to give you guys is, please do not trust somebody on YouTube for you know, prescribing a diet for your life, or even prescribing a training program for that matter. Please reach out to somebody who is an expert in the domain and is actually qualified to help you out with nutrition and training. So the second fitness lie that I want to be talking about is also so popular amongst women especially, and that is sauna belts and waist trainers. So now these things are promoted out there in the industry as fat loss, you know, spot reduction methods, because apparently a sauna belt, you wrap it around your waist, you sweat more in that region, and people equate sweat to fat loss. Now this again is a myth. Sweating is only your body's mechanism to cope with heating of the body, overheating of the body. So let's say you're jogging out there in summer, you are more likely to sweat more versus jogging the same distance in winter. Now, just because you didn't sweat as much in winter doesn't mean you didn't do as much work. You've done the same amount of work. Therefore, you know what? You're going to burn almost the same amount of calories. Obviously, in terms of the heat dissipated, there is going to be a slight difference, but nothing significant at all. Similarly, when you wrap a sauna belt around your waist, you're doing nothing but causing your core to heat and sometimes even overheat. So this is a little bit risky, and I would not recommend any of you to be training out there wearing a sauna belt. Now, waist trainers are extremely popular, especially in the bikini division of the bodybuilding competition arena, and it doesn't really cause fat loss. It's not something that I would recommend to any of you out there, especially amongst the general population, guys. You don't need to be doing these things. So the third fitness lie that I want to talk about is something that I find so hilarious, and that is jawline shaping exercises and other spot reduction exercises. Now, if you are somebody who is very active on social media, you already know that this is becoming exceedingly popular on Pinterest and even Instagram Reels, where they'll do all sorts of weird movements with their mouth and claim that that's going to help you chisel your jaw. No, it doesn't work that way. Again, you want to lose fat from your face? Again, it's the same thing, guys. It's energy balance, caloric deficit. You will drop fat from the rest of your body, you'll drop fat from your face as well. And please keep in mind that everyone's body stores fat differently. I personally do store a bit in my face, so while the rest of my body, I feel like, I've dropped a good amount of fat, my face fat is still there, and I will be able to drop that slowly and surely over time. But I don't need to be doing all these strange jaw exercises that they claim work, so please don't waste your time doing that. The funny thing is, sometimes these people will just put a disclaimer at the end saying, oh, this worked for me, that's why I'm sharing it and stuff like that. No, it can't work for you. It doesn't work that way, guys. It just doesn't. So I'm sure some people will argue saying that facial yoga is a thing, blah blah blah, you use those muscles and then it's the same as using the muscles in the rest of your body. So now let me counter that before anyone even asks me that. So let's say you have a good amount of fat stored around your core, okay, your midsection, and you do 1000 crunches a day. Okay, do that for a month without changing anything about your nutrition and the rest of your training program, and you let me know if you get a ripped six-pack. Take my word for it, you won't. Because training your muscle underneath that layer of fat will not automatically lead to you having a defined six-pack. You gotta lose that fat so that it becomes defined. Similarly, your jawline, your jaw is a bone, right? And you've got an amount of fat over it. You drop this fat and this is gonna become more visible. It's not through doing those ridiculous exercises that this helps. So yeah, I hope that clears this myth. Okay, so the fourth thing I want to talk about is supplement stacks that are very commonly promoted by affiliates and athletes that are sponsored by certain companies. Now, I'm not saying that supplements are bad, I'm just saying that they are not necessary in every situation. So if you do want to be investing in a supplement, then I think the one supplement that I would recommend would be protein, and that also if you aren't able to hit your requirement numbers with your normal food. But you do not need a stack of whey protein and pre-workout and BCAAs and creatine and multivitamins and this and that, and you don't need all those things. First of all of that stuff is quite expensive, and I feel like if you really understand nutrition and you get a hang of it, you will be able to get everything your body needs without having to depend on supplements. So a supplement is exactly what it says it is. It supplements your normal diet. So you do not need to be purchasing an entire stack just because some athlete said so. Focus more on your training and nutrition, and trust me, that itself will go a long way. Okay, so the last thing I want to be talking about is again something that is so popular amongst women, and that is exercises that claim to grow the booty and not the thighs. My first question is, why? Why wouldn't you want solid, defined, muscular, strong legs? I feel like people are way too confused because they feel like, hey, maybe I store a lot of fat in my thighs, and then if I train legs too much, I'm going to turn into Hulk and then I'm going to look disproportionate. No, if you store a large amount of fat in your thighs, you train right, you're in a fat loss phase, if you gain some muscle, you're actually going to be looking a little bit smaller, you're going to be looking better. It's really not like you're going to have thunder thighs and you're going to look terrible. No, have you guys seen athletes who've been training for year after year, who've been lifting heavy for years at a stretch? Their bodies are definitely worth admiring, and it comes with a lot of effort. Yeah, so I would say the only way that you can grow your booty without growing your thighs is through surgery. There is literally nothing else. Like, I mean, yeah, people will put up workouts that say booty isolation and this and that, but guys, like, it's always, no matter what exercise you pick, it's always gonna, incorporate some amount of hamstring and quad work. Plus, keep in mind that in order to grow any muscle in your body, you need to be eating in a surplus. Women in general, I feel like we are just way too scared of eating, and we tend to undereat and train heavy and then expect to see results. It doesn't work that way. You have to be in a surplus to grow your booty. You want to grow your biceps, you want to grow any part of your body. You need to be in that surplus, and yes, you will put on a certain amount of fat. So yeah, that is not something that you can control, but that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to eat a lot, train heavy, because trust me, it's the best decision you'll ever make. So the next time you see a workout on Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest or wherever that says, you know, these kind of ridiculous things, I just hope that it just makes you think twice. You know, it just evokes this critical thinking within you, and you're able to tell bullshit apart from what's genuine. And I know that this industry is extremely crowded with all sorts of misinformation, and that's why I'm trying to do my part in educating you guys out and helping you make better choices. Alright, so that is gonna be it for my top 5 fitness lies that this industry is telling you. So if you guys have seen anything apart from these 5 lies, then please let me know in the comments below. That'll be great to discuss maybe in another video or down here in the comment section itself. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button. If you do all these things, I really appreciate it because it helps the channel grow. So thank you for watching this video and stay tuned. I will see you in the next one. Bye.